Good evening. Once again, this is Dave here, coming to you from my dock on Fox Lake, northwest Minnesota, near Detroit Lakes. And as you can see, it's another gorgeous evening. There's a bit of a southwest wind here. It's rather pleasant, and for once, I'm on the south end of the lake, so my end here is pretty calm. And if you look out there a bit further, you can see there's a few ripples on the water, and it's actually quite pleasant, probably mid-70s. It's about 9 o'clock in the evening, and I am fixing to do my video here and go and get online and post. You may notice, if you follow it all, that my videos are about 4 days behind. I had that noise is my Facebook inbox message. Sorry about the interruption there. Anyway, I just wanted to talk this evening on my dock talk. I believe this is day 33 or 34 or something like that. And discuss once again the Think and Grow Rich call. We are actually going through the book Think and Grow Rich, and I can't recall the exact chapter number. It's probably like 2 or 3. And if you'd like a copy of Think and Grow Rich, the book, go to thinkandgrowrichaudios.com. Scroll to the bottom of that page, and I believe you'll find a link for free resources, and there's that one, a couple other books, and you can follow along. And I'd also suggest that you listen to the call daily, be it live or on the recording, as I usually tend to catch it. Anyway, today Doc Fran Clark, a fellow mastermind member, took over for Paul Hutchings the hosting duties, and the section of the book he went over was about actually it was a couple of stories, but the main one being pardon the squeaking, I'll have to mute that next time I do a video. That's the thing about doing this on your phone, you get interrupted sometimes. Anyway, there's a story in there. God, I can't remember his name. I've read it I don't know how many times, but a guy that back in the early part of the 19th century, or the 20th century, I should say, the 1900s, decided that he was going to be a business partner of the great Thomas Edison. And he had no more qualifications for being such than, you or I are likely to have had, and probably less. He just had it in his head, and he decided. He made an absolute, rock-solid, white-hot, burning desire decision that he was going to be his partner. And he jumped a train and went baggage class, literally, and found himself in, I believe it was Orange, New Jersey. Went in, got himself an appointment with Thomas Edison, and just stated matter-of-factly that his plan was to become a business partner and of Edison. And Edison, later said that he probably wouldn't have hired him because he really didn't look the part, but he saw in his eyes the absolute determination. And so he went about becoming he started at the bottom. I don't know if he was in the mailroom or pushing a broom or what he was. It doesn't really specify, but for 5 years he had no indication of having any in with the boss man at all, until one day he had his opportunity to sell, I believe it was a dictaphone, and at the time, the sales force that Edison employed basically said, there's no way we can sell this. And this guy decided, he stepped up and said, I'll sell it. And he was given a chance. If he sold it, he got a piece of it. And turns out he was a hell of a salesman, and they basically built an entire division of the company around him, and he did, in fact, become his partner. And later, there's a kind of a, what do you call it, well, it's another story, but just basically it's not attributed exactly which general it is, but it's stated that when you make a decision that you need to burn your bridges, and in this case, this particular general, he was outnumbered, him and his men, going to battle in the the opposing country's territory. They landed on the territory, or landed, and took their boats in to make ready for battle. And he ordered one of his lieutenants to have the ships that they came in on burned. And then he told his man later, "You see the smoke out there on the water? That's our ships. Now we have two choices: win, and then we can take their ships and go back home, or die. There are no choices." And so they, in fact, as the story goes, won, because they had no other choice. And that is the analogy, that's the word I was looking for, an analogous story to what the guy who went to work with Edison, he, as a matter of fact, did burn his bridges, not his ships, well, you could say his ships, whatever, burned his plan B when he jumped the train car and left his entire life and everything behind. He had no other options. And that is something that, it's a tough decision. And that is something I'm certainly not telling you. You must do, because God knows I haven't done it yet. I have burned several options, but certainly getting up the stones to entirely quit a job and just go for it, that takes some doing, folks. And you may find that you are at that point. I haven't got there yet, but I can feel it coming, and it's something to ponder. Do you think it's a good idea to burn your bridges? We're all brought up with that axiom from our folks and our grandfolks: never burn your bridges. You may have to walk back across them. Well, the folks that really succeed in life, if you really take a look at a great many of them, do exactly that. They leave themselves no other options. It's sink or swim, do or die. So, God, there was so much in that chapter that it really bears reading, or listening, certainly. Again, you can go on the thinkandgrowrichaudios.com, become a member for $10 a month, I believe it is, and have access to all the archives. And again, I received nothing for telling you that, and I'm pretty sure Paul Hutchings, the guy that runs the call, doesn't make $1 million off of that. It's worth it. It really is. Because there are, every call is good, but there are certain ones that really stand out that you might just want to, have in your audio library, have it handy. So, I am going to tie this up. I keep getting longer on my videos. And I'll give you, once again, a parting shot here. Abigail, as always, searching for fish. And we will see you on the next video. Have a great evening.